my vás vítáme u druhého dílu Be Fast with Roman. V předešlém díle jste viděli díl s Pavlem Kejnerem a dneska to bude díl s Rickardem.
Zdravím vás.
Dobrý den.
Dobrý den.
Můžeme si tykat, nebo...
Tykáme.
Jo,
Tykáme
tak
si, určitě.
já jsem Roman.
Riccardo.
My jsme se s Rickardem přesunuli do kuchyně a
Čau.
zde natočíme pro vás takový malý recept risota. Jak se jmenuje to risotto?
Risotto a radicchio e parmigiano. Risotto čekánka a parmizán. Ale,
Bude to taková rychlovka a jdem na to.
ale budeme potřebovat 15 minut na to risotto. Začínáme vařit radicchio čekánka. Minutku. To je speciální radicchio, to je radicchio trevisano. It's coming from Treviso. It's a winter radicchio which grows from the months of December to February. And what is very special about this radicchio is very slatky. It's not bitter like the normal radicchio. And this is a very special product. Now, let's organize our base of radicchio in the pan. Nice and crispy. Can I have some rice? You have some rice?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. We are adding straight away a little bit of salt, very high fire, and touch of pepper as well. Pepper is here.
Always fresh pepper, right?
Always fresh pepper, absolutely. We are using also a very special pepper, because normally many peppers, they are smelling of mold, because when they are growing the pepper, they are washing them in not clean water, and this is really making a very bad smell. So, because unfortunately many pepper are made in area which are very poor, where they don't have really so much clean water. So now we are extracting the perfume, the taste out of the radicchio. Sometimes when I do this risotto, I put it in the oven, very high temperature, and until it's getting a little bit crispy. So with this caramelization, you will really awake the taste of the radicchio. You know, we start already to have some color.
A bit brown, right?
Yes, and this is actually what I was looking for. For the color. Okay then, so let's organize our rice. We are starting, we make two portions, okay? We are starting with risotto vialone nano. Vialone nano, it's a rice which is coming from Veneto. That's the area of the vialone nano. And you can use other risotto, other 2 or 3 risotto, the vialone nano, the carnaroli, the arborio, but this is one of my favorites because it's very fat and it has a lot of starch. So your risotto will need very little fat. And what we are doing now, we are toasting the risotto without any fat, anything. We are making warm the risotto. This will help to really release the starch very fast. There we go. Do you have any vegetable bouillon for me or? Ah, fantastico. So you really need to be fast when you do this work in order not to burn the risotto.
So what is the conversation about it?
But it's just fire, has to be nice and warm. So I know it's already done. Now is the moment to add brodo. That's vegetable broth, okay? Nothing. You can also use the water, it's okay. But you know, vegetable broth is giving a little bit more taste. And it's also time to add our radicchio, krasny, without rosmarino and without any garlic.
Bez rozmarínu a česneku.
Bez rosmarino a česneku, to krajíme víc trošičku. There we go. Nice radicchio in there. It's so sweet, this radicchio. That's really super tasty. Because normally the radicchio we buy, that is around the market, they are always very bittery, because it's not a radicchio, it's a salad, you know. It's a kind of the same family, but you never have this beautiful taste. So let's cut a little bit thin our end of radicchio, and we put them inside together. Here we go. And we proceed with the cooking. Risotto will need around 15-18 minutes to cook. You know me already, so I need the risotto super al dente.
And it will be like creamy risotto, or?
It will be a creamy risotto. Now the risotto is cooking slowly, is releasing the starch, you know. So many chefs, they are putting, they are not toasting the risotto, they are cooking the risotto with cold water. And if you do this, the starch doesn't come out. So you will need a lot of extra butter, but why? We can have the natural starch, we can have a better, more healthy risotto. See, the water is already absorbed. We continue, and of course this vegetable bouillon is not salty, okay? The salt of the risotto is only in the last minute. A little bit of the radicchio, because there is a lot of reduction. If you are salting the rice, if you are cooking the rice with a salty broth, you will have a salty risotto. Because don't forget that we're gonna have really also add the Parmigiano inside. So this is cooking. Now we take some time.
And how long it's cooking, like?
The risotto must cook around 15-18 minutes maximum, depend on the quality of the rice. Some rice they are cooking before, some rice they are cooking later, but we need to really make sure that we have it under control and we are cooking it. In a restaurant, in order to avoid the 15-18 minutes, 20 minutes waiting, we are cooking the risotto in a pressure pan.
Ah, okay.
It's a new system that we have it everywhere in our restaurant, because we don't want to pre-cook the risotto. We want to start with a raw product as this one, but we want also to cut the timing. So we have the right quantity in the risotto, and the cooking of the risotto is only 8 minutes, 7-8 minutes. So we are cutting 10 minutes of time, and people they have the risotto faster. It's also very important, I can talk you a lot about risotto. It's also very important that you are not mixing too much the risotto, you know, because you are breaking the grain. Risotto is a very delicate product, so this pambichka, this pressure pan, will really help you not to touch the risotto and to keep it perfectly al dente. And all the other addiction, we do it in the end, outside of the fire. What we are going to add? We are going to add Parmigiano, which is also a fat, and it will make the risotto tasty, but also greasy and more creamy. And some butter, very little butter in this case, if you are working the rice in a good way. And but it's very important to do this outside of the fire. When the risotto is almost cooked, you take it outside of the fire. In Milano, what they do, the mother place of the risotto, what they do, they are taking the risotto, they are adding butter, Parmigiano, out of the fire, they cover with a cloth and they leave it 1 minute to relax. These minutes of relaxation, it will really relax the risotto from the shock of the heat, and really make it super creamy and perfect for the moment you eat it. You see now, look at the starch, we are already having some cream, not fully, definitely, so we need a little bit more water, since the risotto is not cooked. And this radicchio is fantastic. The moment when the radicchio is starting to grow is when everything is starting to freeze. The first freezing is the time of the year where the radicchio start to grow. He loves the freezing time, which is really incredible. Depends on the risotto. You know, trust yourself. Make sure. What is the secret? The secret is to put water slowly, slowly. Why? Because you want the control of the risotto. You want to be in control. Because if you are adding too much water and after the risotto is cooked, inevitably it's overcooked, and that's what you don't want. So we are adding water 3, 4, 5 times in order to really make sure that we have, when we want to finish the risotto, is nice al dente and not over creamy or whatever. But we have a quantity. We have a quantity for the thing. What is the quantity of the water that you are putting inside the risotto in the machine?
Double size, chef.
Double size. It's double of the size. But also the advantage of this is that there is not too much evaporation like now. So you will need more water if you do this, and less water if you do it on the pressure pan, because water is not evaporating a lot over there. Eh? Excellent. I steal the position to my chef over here. Eh?
Hi.
For a few minutes.
It's your chef here in the kitchen.
The head chef
chef?
is not here. He's
Not
somewhere. He's here. Here we go. Andre.
Ah, yeah, I see.
Andre is our head chef over here. I need, potrzebuję some fresh rosmarino in the end. Because
It looks you have very good people here, right?
yeah, yeah,
You have very good people here, right?
yeah. You must to have a successful restaurant. You need a good team, absolutely, and they need to be always in spirit. Grazie mille, Rico.
And also I hear a respect for you, like, yes, chef.
Well, that's normal, no? You were chef, so you know how does it work. The kitchen is a little army, you know, and everybody must really do his own job. And if there is no this kind of things, it will be difficult to keep the quality. You know, my chef, he was telling me, your opinion is killing my cuisine, because when you are cooking and when you have a menu and when you have a recipe, you don't need another opinion. You need to follow the instructions. It's very, very important, because I mean, in my opinion, I will put some cream instead of so no, you need to follow, and after we can discuss things to improve out of the service. It's very, very important. Risotto is such a delicate dish, you know. You really need not a lot of knowledge in order to make a good risotto, because there are so many steps that if you mistake, you don't have a good product. And in the beginning, my customers, they were telling me always, it's too much al dente. I say, no, this is the way to be. Also the pasta has to be al dente the other way. And now they learn, and okay. So now we are adding everything. We go out of the fire, very important, and we are adding the fat. One of the fat is the butter, which is very important, and Parmigiano. You know, we are using Parmigiano Reggiano over here, the best quality, and has to be tasty, okay? So we are adding quite a lot of Parmigiano. And what is very important now is to mix it, and this is how we do it. We call it whipping the risotto.
You never use the spoon or something, or only this.
We are putting air inside, which is very important to make the risotto even more creamy. Ready to serve and ready to eat. Perfect. Chef, can I have a little touch of space, please? 2 plates?
2 plates?
Yes, please. Okay, and now the risotto must be flattened out. This is how we do the risotto. And If you have some radicchio leftover, we can put it on the top, definitely. Will be nice to have it. Other way, we are adding just a little touch of rosmarino, which is one of the ingredients that was inside. Okay then, so off we go.
My jsme teďka byli v kuchyni, uvařili jsme si rizoto, nebo Riccardo uvařil rizoto. Jak bys ho popsal?
Risotto radicchio tardivo nebo radicchio trevisano a parmigiano. To je takový jednoduchý, easy recipe.
Jsme viděli, vlastně trvalo to asi tak 15 minutek, byla to skvělá práce.
No, 15 minut a musíme čekat na to risotto. Určitě musí být al dente a 15 minut je v pořádku.
Tak se do toho pustíme teda? Dobrou chuť, jdem do toho, zkusíme to.
Dobrou chuť, buon appetito.
Bon appetito. Takhle se to řekne italsky, bon appetito nebo bon appetit? Appetito.
Bon appetito.
Appetito. Já bych se trošku pobavil na začátku o tobě, protože ty vlastně ses nenarodil tady v Česku, narodil ses v Itálii.
20 let a víc, jo.
A už jsi tady od roku 2002.
Jo, 2002, jsem tady.
A ty jsi pracoval jako šéfkuchař v restauraci tady na Staroměstském náměstí, pokud se nemýlím.
Já jsem pracoval jako šéfkuchař, bylo Square, jmenuje se.
Ano.
To bylo Campa Group.
Je to výborný.
Jo. Já jsem začínal na to Campa Park, potom jsme otevřeli Square, ale teď momentálně restaurace neexistuje. Místo tam je, co to je, Starbucks? No?
Na tom rohu takovém tam.
Jo, na to Malostranské náměstí. A potom 2005 já jsem otevřel moje první restauraci aromy. To bylo nějako wow.
Tak ty si vlastně...
Ragazzi, tutto bene?
We are doing an interview. Tutto bene. Děkuju. Okay.
To je v pořádku.
We cut, don't worry.
Otevřel tu aromy restauraci
Jo.
a ona měla několik vlastně ocenění, nebo byla zapsána několikrát v Michelin Vibe, je to tak?
Bylo Big Gourmand.
Bylo
jako 5-6 let Big Gourmand. Ale potom jsme stenovali na místě míru stejné restaurace pod 10 let. A určitě, when you are moving, you lose the award anyway. A teď potom to aromy není, je takový fine dining a nemůže být, it cannot be anymore Big Gourmand.
Rozumím. A když je to tvoje první restaurace, to aromy, tak je to asi taková tvoje srdcovka, že? Já jsem se dočetl na tvých stránkách, že máš 7 restaurací, pokud se nemýlím.
7.
Tak předpokládám, že aromy bude ta srdcovka, že jsi zakládal, která je hnedka potom další jako tvoje srdcovka.
Jo, jsme otevřeli potom moje první bistro na stejné ulici Tomanesova. Jmenoval La Bottega di Aromi. Protože pro mě je krásný, kde každý restaurace má nějaký malý obchod a lidi může taky koupit, co miluje. A jsme otevřeli to a potom to bylo jako na začátku pro naše La Bottega a tady teď jsme in La Finestrina, ale první bylo La Bottega di Finestra, protože bylo blízko, no? Blízko. A pro druhý já jsem otevřel La Finestra a potom La Bottega di Finestra. Potom jsme otevřeli Gastronomika, Žižko, ale neexistuje teď, já jsem prodal to. Potom jsme otevřeli La Bottega Linka, Bistroteka, dlouhá ulice, Amano a teď minulý rok jsme otevřeli jako pizzerie, moje první pizzerie Farina. To je velké místo na Iberská ulice. A to je všechno, ale teď musíme pod COVID, after COVID it was very, very difficult to really keep everything. I also had a place in Praha Sedum, it was called La Bottega Tussarova. A to bylo důležité pro nás, protože bylo produkce. Produkce testoviny, produkce desertní, catering, chléb. I was baking bread before. U nás byl jako pekář od Altamura.
A to si pekl ten chleba jako nějak v mladších letech? Jako tady v Praze už? Anebo
jo, tady v Praze. Tady bylo kluk pekář od Altamura. Altamura je město in Puglia. Altamura u nás Italovi znamená la città del pane, the town of the bread. Altamura bread je opravdu famózní. A je to pekár, bylo dobře, bylo dobrý. A teď pod COVID jsme zavřeli to produkce a personál koupil. A určitě. And now we are trying to keep going, to change, to renew. This place used to be la bottega di Finestra, now it's Finestrina, because shopping somehow není takový trendy, jak bylo. You need to adjust all the time and to kill the place before the place kills you.
Yeah, that's right. A teď vlastně máš těch 7 restaurací. Jak bys si teda rozlišil? Ty jsi říkal, že máš jednu pizzerii a pak máš vlastně tady jako asi nějaký bistro, že jo? A pak restaurace tohohle stylu. Jak bys se rozlišil? Kde máš třeba maso, kde máš mořský plody, nebo jestli máš takový mix všude?
Jo, no, mix určitě trošičku máme, ale to aromy po první restaurace je místo na ryby a seafood. To je famózní na to, určitě máme speciální, koncentrujeme na to, we are concentrated on seafood, určitě máme steaky, máme nějakou pasta without fish, because we are in Czech Republic. You know, when you are opening a fish restaurant in Italy, there is no meat inside, it's only ryby, a to je všechno, lidi neobjednáte steaky na ryby, to je, ale tady v České republice musíme být trošičku víc flexibilní a to děláme určitě, ale a to druhý restaurace, La Finestra, určitě je famózní v Praze a jsme koncentrovali na maso, určitě dáme si maso, steaky a taky máme taky ryby. A potom každý restaurace má, to je to koncept, tady je trošičku moderní, easy, bistro style seafood. Prodáme do seafood tady. A každý restaurace linka je steakhouse, italský steakhouse. A máno je fine dining pop, trošičku easy.
Jo, easy, jasně.
Easy. Každý restaurace má, you know, when you have many places, in the beginning I was very present, dictating menus, but já nemůžu to udělat, protože já mám moc restaurací a každý šéf má jeho personality. And it's very important for me to make sure that I have a fantastic chef and give him only advice. A to je, co dělám. Já netrénuju, because some of them they are better than me, better chef than me. But já jsem Ital, okay, já vím, co to je Itálie. Nemůžeme dělat orecchiette with pasta from the south with sauce from Alto Adige. Nemůžeme mixovat. A já to upravím. And I'm very attentive to the season. Pro mě sezóny je důležitý. Ale tady kuchaři v České republice sezóny trošičku umí, ale je lepší a lepší určitě. Ale na začátku bylo tragédie. Křest bylo celý rok a to je špatně pro mě.
A když jsi u té sezóny, tak jak tu sezónu jako rozlišuješ? Jestli to máš jenom léto, zima, anebo každý roční období něco?
Každý sezóna pro mě jsou 4 sezóny.
Takže 4 sezóny.
Začínáme za chvíli in March will be the spring menu, potom July začíná léto, potom oktober začínáme
zase podzimní menu
a podzimní a December.
Nějaká zvěřina.
Yeah, we are making it more strong and more, no?
Hromada restaurací vlastně dělá tady to špatně, že jo? Protože oni nedělají moc sezónní meníčka, nebo respektive teď už je asi lepší doba, než co bývala, ale dělají to jakoby nějak i špatně, že jo? Co by si těmhle restauracím jako doporučil, jak to mají dělat, co mají dát do toho?
Pro mě to je důležité. Proč? Protože sezonální suroviny chutná lepší a taky stojí minus, no? si ty také udělá křest, to bude platit jako 500 korun za kilo, ale křest za měsíc bude 150 korun za kilo. Ale já taky ne, I'm not looking at the money. I'm looking about the taste and the seasonality. And of course, after we are counting, because we are a business, we are not a charity. So for me, seasonality is everything.
Yeah.
And there is no seasonality only in zelenina, je taky seasonality in fish, in meat, when you can serve this vagina, no? When you can serve different meat, in oysters, when they are best. So we try to put the taste and the best of the product in the right moment.
Okay, understand.
That's very important.
Teďka si nastínil vlastně ryby. My když jsme si volali po telefonu, tak ty si mluvil něco o rybách, že je nějakým stylem jako chladíte jinak, že hlídáte teplotu a tak. Tohle by mě zajímalo.
Ryby, I do it in English. Fishes, especially the big fishes, are animals. And I find out that you need to, when you are killing a faison, you need to keep the faison 1 week in the fridge in order to make the meat more tender. And the same works for the fish. To je stejné. Velké ryby, sometimes when I'm cooking a doversole and it's too fresh, the doversole goes like this.
Okay.
It doesn't stay flat, protože není rigor mortis. Rigor mortis je důležitý taky na ryby. And now there are new chefs in Italy which are specializing in this rigor mortis done in the good way. And I discover that when you are proceeding with this method, the meat is changing also the structure. The meat is becoming more tender, more buttery. The skin is becoming more crispy because it's drying in the fridge.
And also maybe yemeni, soft?
Jemně, soft, with a super crispy skin, like křupavý jako super, and this is incredible. So we try also to think, already in Finestra and in Aromi, how to select the fishes, but fishes must be super quality. They cannot be farmed fish, they must be wild. When they are arriving, we don't wash them in sweet water, we clean them without using the water, because if you contaminate them with the sweet water, the fish will go rotten.
Okay.
So it's a process which we are learning. We are watching some chefs in Italy, and we are slowly moving it.
Kdy to plánuješ tak jako praktikovat ve svých restauracích, tady ten systém? Jako kdy na to
máme,
už to funguje?
Už to funguje, ale nežekáme klienty.
Je takhle.
Protože what I'm thinking myself, if a customer say, wow, what a beautiful fish, and they say, okay, this is beautiful because we did this, and the people they go like, oh, okay. But this is good because if you tell the people, oh, I have this sea bass 10 days in the fridge, people they say, oh, I don't want the sea bass 10 days in the fridge. It's fresh, but it's better.
Yes.
And we don't do it every day, but we have some big fishes only that we start to do it.
Jinak čerstvost potravin, myslíš si, že je jakoby vždycky čerstvá, jakoby u ryb, když se bavíme o rybách, nebo o nějaký jako místní zelenině, nebo já nevím, jakoby, jestli kupuješ lokální zeleninu třeba, jo, nebo podle čeho vybíráš ty suroviny? Ryby.
Určitě, já mám italské restaurace, já můžu sbírat suroviny od Itálie dost, ale mostly zelenina. A ryby taky, ale ryby přijdu od Španělsky, Itálie, Holanda, Francie, to máme opravdu velký market a jsou všechny perfektní ryby. Ale but vegetable you know, to radicchio máme tady, neexistuje v Španělsku, neexistuje v Francii, to je naše Ital. A to stojí jako 350 korun za kilo. Okay? To je takový produkt specifický. Teď je artichoke time. And artichoke I take it from Italy. Ale jeden artichok stojí 3 euro pro mě. To je takový things which I need to buy from Italy because they don't have it. Olive olej určitě je Italian, já nekupuju španělský nebo řecký olive olej, protože já potřebuju italský chuť. After we start to mix and is bouillabaisse. Není takový zupa di pesce. To je důležité pro mě, že všechno má specifický chuť, ale we try to. But of course, you have the best potato, you have the best řepy, you have the. So I don't go to Italy to buy this stuff.
Yeah.
Wherever I can, I buy local. Very important.
Tak tohle by bylo vlastně jakoby trochu o restauracích, o jídle, o trochu tvé historie, protože ty vaříš od 16 let, že jo, jsem se dozvěděl v Itálii. A teďka bych chtěl vlastně s tebou hovořit o tom, že ty za průběhu let, a toho máš vlastně hodně za sebou. Od 16 let vaříš, pak se přesunul sem, byl jsi šéfkuchaře na Squareu, že jo, na tom náměstí. Od roku 2005 podnikáš, ale to není všechno, co děláš. Ty vlastně jsi byl i v určitých vlastně Lidl spotech, že jsi vařil jako i pro spoty v Lidlu, udělal si kuchařky nějaký, ale taky máš vlastní kuchařskou školu. Určitě hromada lidí přichází do školy s tím, že vlastně chce být šéfkuchařem nebo co nejlepším. Jak ty takovýhle lidi vnímáš, když k tobě do té školy přijdou?
Na to vařní škola? Můžu anglicky?
Můžeš anglicky.
Now the trend is to be healthy. Now the chefs are superstar. And everybody wants to be healthy and everybody wants to cook. So it's a very good trendy. Moje babička, when she discovered that I was doing the chef, she was crying for 1 month.
Really?
Yes, because in Italy, during the 80s, the chef was the last of the scale, you know. It was, but you know, the figure of the chef is changed now, and so hopefully she won't cry anymore.
That's really
but
fun.
People is interesting to cook, is interesting to be healthy, and this is a very good thing for us because they are coming to our restaurant, they want to learn this, they want to learn about the ingredients, and that's what we do. I mean, we are sharing information. We try to. Cooking school for us has never been a lucrative business. Cooking school for us were always a tool to keep everybody together, a tool to let the people talk about us. Of course, we wanted to really try to also to make some profit, but there is no profit. There is no. It's a kind of open window to our La Collezione. And also not only La Collezione, because we are taking chefs which are cooking Asian, we cook pizza, we are baking, so we are covering too many Czech cuisine. Every chef is welcome and he's got his play, but he's working and people definitely wants to know more. You know?
Já jsem zrovna, než jsem jel sem, já jsem koukal na tvoje webovky a ty tam nejsi jenom jako jediný lektor, máš hromadu lektorů.
Yeah, no, it's only Italian cuisine. My book is only my recipe. We choose some simple recipe, everyday things. Some of the things we do in the restaurant, some of the things are easy. We try to teach the basic of the pasta, of the sauces, but the recipe inside are all strictly Italians anyway, so.
Kdyby si měl popsat třeba lidem, jak vlastně fungují ty první kurzy? Mají být jako lidi v šoku, bát se, anebo naopak jako přijít s nějakou pozitivní náladou a nebát se a prostě se jít něco naučit? Jak ty kurzy probíhají? Jak to vypadá?
These courses what I say to the people when they are coming to have the cooking course, we are telling them what we are going to cook, and we are telling that the most important thing is that they are having fun. That's really very important, because it doesn't have to be a serious. Some of them they are serious. Some of them they receive a present. Some of them they are interested. But the level of people is always different. So we try to adjust the course according to the people that you have in front of you, and it's working really very well, because we are maximum 14 people, 15 people. They get to know each other. We are cooking, and we are sitting down together. I try to spend time with them, to give them all the information about ingredients, traditions, stories, and this the people like. Plus they have wine, and as soon as they are spending the day and they are starting to drink, everybody is super spokojeni.
Super spokojení.
In my experience anyway. So definitely sometimes it's very difficult also to do these courses, because it's coming 3 or 4 people which they have the cooking course as a direct check. They don't care, and it's a disaster, because people they want to learn. So you need always to try to, hey, stop it, let's do it, but in my experience, really, it's always good fun, and people they start intense and they relax, definitely.
A jak to třeba vypadá jako s rychlostí krájení, když tam takhle někdo je a ne každý umí rychle krájet a neudrží to tvoje tempo. Vždycky na ně čekáš, až jako každý dokrájí, nebo
Každý krájí určitě, ale víte co, máme i solidi tam na to kurz, kde krájí dobře. Jako to má rád a trénoval a ví. Ale to není důležité, určitě, já jsem profesionál. I cannot play the violino like a professional. Já jsem kuchař, ale to je můj práce. I cut with watching the television, a to je normálně pro mě, protože je practice, training, and you know what to do. Ale není důležité, jako fast you are, but people, some of them, they cannot cut, so this is not important. For me, is really the most important thing for me is that they are cutting in the correct dimensions. It's funny. Sometimes you put 3 different people with the same ingredient, with the same instruction, and every plate is different. First of all, it's not cutted correct. Second, the fire is too low, so the things are not caramelized. The other one, the fire is too high. So it's crazy. It's really with the same ingredients, same tools, how everything goes different,
Wow.
So this is the knowledge. This is really the knowledge of that how to put the fire, how to saute, how to keep the steak. And this is something that you are achieving it when you have practice. Practice is everything.
Takže vlastně učíš úplně všechno od samého začátku, když si to takhle shrneme. Je něco, co by si chtěl třeba říct lidem, co třeba chystáš do budoucna, ať už je to s restauracema, s kuchařskou školou, nějaké novinky, co máš?
Jo. Something new about what? Sorry.
Yeah. If you have something new about restaurant or cooking school, if you want to tell something to people.
Yeah. Now we open our cooking school 2 weeks ago, and we are restarting the courses. We are going to have some special San Valentine event. It's going to be too late when you put this probably on. But what we are going to start to do in the cooking school, we are on Thursdays. We are going to open as a restaurant. So the people that they are coming inside, they are not together cooking, but as a couple, we have space for 40 people. Oh. They can come and they can cook with the chef the menu that they want. They have choices, and after they cook, they sit down and they have a meal like in the restaurant, with the waiter, with the service. So it's a kind of you cook your own meal with the help of the chef, and you have a different experience. It won't be as expensive as the cooking course, because you will order your wine and you will order your food, but you will put your hands and you will have fun with your partner. So we want to try this kind of experiment, which will start, I guess, in March. and I'm curious to see the way it works. And we also started now in this month of February, and maybe we're gonna prolong it for March, the lunch festival of La Collezione of our group. In this food festival, if you go to our website, you download a QR code and you can come for lunch with 20% discount.
Oh, that's very
So we are
nice.
giving some people the opportunity to visit us, to spend less and to have even a better value for money. This is included on all the menu, wine and drinks, but not on the lunch menu offer, but the rest is there. So we started it in the beginning of February. We see the way it goes and we may continue in March for sure.
Perfect. Tak já ti děkuju, Riccardo.
Dobrý.
Já mám na tebe ještě pár otázek a to už mám připravený tady vlastně v paměti telefonu.
Okay.
A jedna z otázek, kterou já si teďka vybavím, aby řeč nestála, tak je, kam by si pozval svého blízkého nebo toho, koho máš rád, někam na jídlo. Ale nesmí to být tvoje restaurace. Tak kam bys ho v Praze pozval?
Where do I go in Prague when I don't go to my restaurant?
But not yours.
Oh no, of course. I love to go to my friend Casa di Carli. This is the real Italian experience, and now Michelin is very, very good. I like to have the pizza in San Carlo. I visit sometimes the Four Seasons, I like it there, but I go also to Alma, which they are offering a very good deal of a Czech cuisine, and you know what? During my stay, when I'm in Prague, Monday to Saturday, I'm really working very hard, and I try to. And what I do myself, I plan my traveling with restaurant. So this is when I'm in holiday, I have many appointments in restaurant which I want to visit, and I take lot of tips and lot of good things I'm learning from there. And in Prague, what I told you are my favorite places so far.
Yeah, thank you. I have a second question. If you prefer, jestli preferuješ víc lednici nebo mrazák v kuchyni, v profesionální, ne doma?
Yeah, I prefer the fridge definitely. The technology now is completely changed in the kitchen. When I started to cook, freezer was never used. Now we are using it more because we have some special technology. It's called a shocker, which is giving a very low temperature and very fast. This method doesn't create crystals of ice inside the food. Is creating some microcrystal which they are not ruining the structure of the food. When you are taking out from your home fridge, you defrost, you see a lot of water that is coming out. This water is because your fridge is creating some big crystal which are destroying the food. So the quality is getting much lower. So we are using more now the freezer because of this one. And some of the ingredients that we have, we need to freeze them because in order not to poison the customer. For example, we have a crudi di mare, the raw seafood over here. All the prawns, the crevetti, the langoustine, everything you are eating raw, scallops, is all frozen in the shocker and ready frost from you. This way, we are making sure that you are not getting sick from some parasite or some animals. And this is really very important. Since we have this technology, we don't have any more people which are getting sick in the restaurant. So my favorite is the fridge, but the freezer is also very important with some of the product.
Okay, thank you. I have second question. To bude možná pro tebe těžší otázka,
Dobrý.
protože používáš oboje. Co bys si vybral? Olivový olej anebo máslo?
Olivový olej, to je moje lásko. Listen, it's crazy. I come from Marche. It's not really very south of Italy, but in my fridge, I discovered the butter when I was 13. There was never butter. No, we don't use butter there. My mom, she was making the dessert with the olive oil, misto maslo. And this is, butter is in the south of Italy or center of Italy is something quite new, you know. There were no cows as well to make the butter. The cows, they were all in the north. We were using the cows only to work out the fields. And butter now is everywhere, but I got to know the butter really very, very late. And my first butter and marmalade was like, wow.
And did you like
what
it?
an experience. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was an incredible experience.
Wow.
But the base of my kitchen is olive oil. Many chefs, now we are using butter for this, is fine. But if I use the fish, it won't be any butter over here. It will be only olive oil also in your risotto.
Okay, thank you. And I have last question for you. Kdybys zítra měl zavřít všechny restaurace, co bys dělal? Je to, I know, it's a very...
Já budu otevřít nové restaurace. Já to budu dělat rok pauza, budu cestovat trochu a and probably I will reopen something, maybe in Prague, maybe in some warmer place, I don't know.
Okay, thank you. I hope you like this interview.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay.
Máš nějakou zprávu pro lidi třeba, co bys jim chtěl říct?
Zprávu pro lidi.
Cokoliv.
I think I already gave him to... No, I mean, come to visit my places, come to try our pizzeria. We have really an incredible pizza made, pizza and fresh pasta. All the pasta that we do in Farina are not bought. We do it over there. We have two ladies which they are working for me already 10 years plus. And we are using a special flour from Marche, is a friend, which is using only natural and all the grains. So I'm very proud, and the product over there is fantastic, both pasta and pizza. So come to try that one.
Tak jo, tak super. Tak ještě jednou moc děkuju. Děkuju za výborný risotto.
Já děkuju.
Je výborný. Já ho ještě musím dojíst.
You can
A
finish it.
vidíme se teda s Rickardem u druhého dílu. Těšíme se a čau.
Ciao.
Vlastně